Hello, Fun Nation. My name is James, checking in with team number 107. It's Team Robotics. They're reaching out and building others together in price service. This robot's awesome. It's got a very consistent shooter, great autons, relatively unique climb. They're the Impact Award winners at the West Michigan District. Looking to have a strong performance here at the state championship. Let's find out so much more from Heidi, Hannah, and Tyler here on Behind the Bumpers.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineer their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply. Support Fun's content creators when you sign up for a membership on YouTube Join. You'll get access to special perks like emotes, loyalty badges, and Fun members will even get early access to our scheduled videos and more. 100% of this revenue will go back to our correspondents to help recognize their efforts. Click the join button in any YouTube video to pledge your support.
All right, Tyler, why don't you get us started? Let's look at the note path through this robot. How does that work on 107?
All right, to start out, we thought that it would be best to go with an under the bumper intake because we don't like how flimsy over the bumper intakes are. And then we also put this air tack on it, which is used in industrial printing, which helps grip the note and put it up where we want it. Then it comes into the indexer here. And then from there, we'll get the shooter wheels up to speed and then we can shoot it out into the speaker.
Awesome. And was there any kind of like prototyping, different iterations that you went through with the speaker? What did that look like for your team?
Yeah, for the first, so originally we had two flywheels here, and we found that since the notes changed shape after getting squished certain ways, it didn't fly very consistently, and we found that the top and bottom grip shooter shot a lot more consistently.
And I understand you guys can score on the amp as well. How does that work for this robot?
Yeah, if you don't mind firing it. We have two big air cylinders here that will pop this arm up. And then now we can shoot it down straight into the amp. And then these hooks right here also double as our climber. So we'll drive onto the chain and we'll go down on the chain.
Very cool. Was there any kind of iteration? How did you come up with this design for these climber hooks?
Originally we just had some tube, and we found that it was kind of hard and it always got caught on the chain. And so we made a more angled piece, which slides on the chain a lot easier.
Very cool. Great engineering here from Team 107. Relatively simple and compact robot. Hannah, why don't you tell us a little bit more? What makes the automation so effective for your robot?
So this year we utilized the Across the Road swerve generator tool to get a better swerve drive. We also have a sensor in here that tells us when a note is here, so it'll stop intaking and not come too far up here.
Pretty fantastic. What do you guys do for auton? It seems like you have pretty consistent high scoring autons. What does that look like?
Yeah, so this year we were able to use Path Planner, which has enabled us to do a lot harder autons and get more stuff done.
And what do you say is like your best auton?
It'll start right in front of the subwoofer and get a total of 4 notes.
Pretty impressive. And you guys also have a relatively unique control system over here for your driver station. What does that like control look like?
So for our driver, we use a flight controller using these axes to drive sideways or forward and backwards and turn. And then our operator uses this joystick here to run the different mechanisms.
Very cool. And Heidi, will you wrap it up for us? I heard that 107 has won 5 Impact and Chairman's Awards in the past 6 years. That's really impressive. What does 107 do to help the FRC community in that way?
Well, in our community, we often host STEM days at the library. We also go into our Tulip Time Parade and work with some other teams to build an awesome parade float. And we also work with some different food things in our community. We work with Feeding America and Kids Food Basket. We color bags for their lunches. So there's some things.
Very impressive. I heard something about you hosted a rookie build camp. Can you tell me a little bit more about like that, what that is and how you build those relationships?
Yeah, so one of our sponsors, Grand Valley, we host the rookie build camp there. And this year we had 19 teams show up and we taught them how to build a catapult, which uses different tools you might gonna need to build your robot. And in the afternoon, we also help teach them how to program a little mini robot for them.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for all that work that 107 does in the community. Great robot you guys built this year. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Best of luck as you compete here at the Michigan State Championship and the rest of the season. My name is James. Thank you for watching this Behind the Bumpers interview.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineered their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply.